First 7 months of 2025 reflected a mix of strong revenue growth and restrained government spending. According to the Bank of Ghana's September 2025 Monetary Policy Report, total revenue and grants rose 22.9% year-on-year to 116.2 billion Ghana cedis. But this still fell 5.5% short of 122.9 billion Ghana cedi target, equivalent to 8.3% of GDP. The shortfall was broad-based across key tax lines, underscoring ongoing challenges in domestic revenue mobilization. This report has more details.
Non-oil tax revenue missed targets marginally by 0.2%, while pay-as-you-earn fell short by 3.5%, largely due to reduced mining sector payments following the appreciation of the cedi. However, corporate tax collections outperformed by 2.8%, supported by strong results from the mining and financial sectors. Domestic VAT, the Get Fund levy, and NHIL all exceeded their respective targets by 2.2%, 14%, and 14.8%, driven by higher consumer spending as prices eased. The communication service tax was among the standout performers, surpassing its target by 400 million cedis. On the expenditure side, the reports show that government spending was deliberately contained, reflecting tighter fiscal discipline and improved expenditure control. Total government expenditure stood at 131.1 billion cedis, equivalent to 9.4% of GDP, compared to a target of 152.6 billion cedis, representing a 14.1% shortfall relative to target, but a 9.3% year-on-year increase. All major spending categories came in below target, except compensation of employees, which slightly exceeded projections at 44.9 billion cedis. Interest payments declined to 28.9 billion cedis, about 19.5% below the 36 billion target. Meanwhile, economist Professor Peter Korte has indicated that a marginal deviation in spending for the first 7 months of 2025 is acceptable, although he maintains that excessive spending cuts could undermine economic growth and overall recovery efforts.
Fiscal management is good, that if we are not going beyond budget and they stay within budget, that is fine. But a major deviation for me is also not good. If we are deviating 14% from a expenditure target, that certainly is not the best. A 5% deviation is fine, but anything above that I think is significant. And if you don't spend, you are constraining growth. If your government is not spending, it is restricting economic activity, and you are not propelling the economy to be able to engage more people, employ more people, and lead to further growth.